Hi everyone, welcome back to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and today we are starting the analysis of the Hindu newspaper dated 30th of September 2022. तो आज 30 सितंबर है और आज का हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर एनालाइज करना हमारा रहता था, तो वही हम कर रहे हैं. Let's get started. पेज नंबर 1 पे आ जाइए. Come on, page number 1, the Delhi edition of the Hindu newspaper we are using. The article says Supreme Court access 51-year-old curb, single women get equal abortion rights. So we know about the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971, how this act was becoming very old and very obnoxious, and that is why Supreme Court took a very firm and very wonderful and a welcoming step in this direction. Supreme Court has upheld the women's abortion rights. That is a wonderful news for all of us. हम सभी के लिए, right, no matter from what gender you belong to, this particular verdict of Supreme Court is in the very right and mature direction. जब भी ऐसा होता है कि कोई चीज, कोई भी धर्म या कोई भी आपका प्रण या कोई भी ऐसा एक्ट आप निकालते हो जो बहुत ज्यादा रूढ़िवादी हो जाता है, काफी पुराना हो जाता है और सोसाइटी चेंज हो जाती है, बट वो एक्ट वही का वही है, तो सही डिसीजन यही होता है कि या तो उस एक्ट को चेंज किया जाए या उसे कट ऑफ कर दिया जाए. If you take the example of Bhishma Pitama in Mahabharata, Krishna told him that because you were so obnoxiously, firm on your own stand that I'll not get married, or even if I'm not getting married, I'll protect the throne. No matter whoever sits on that throne, I'm going to protect him or her. चाहे वो गलत है या सही है. Because of that oath, this Mahabharata is going on right now. So this reflects that we need to change with the change in the society. We need to also tweak and change our own principles and values when we see that the same principles and values are hurting somebody. अगर हमारे principles या values से किसी को चोट पहुंच रही है तो उनको भी change करना जरूरी है, and Supreme Court took this very wonderful stand today. So basically, in a landmark judgment, Supreme Court has ruled that all women, including the unmarried women also, they are entitled to safe and legal abortion. And Supreme Court, by saying this, upheld the right of a woman for an abortion up to 24 weeks into the pregnancy, regardless of the marital status. मतलब सारी औरतें, सारी महिलाएं, चाहे वो मैरिड हो या नहीं हो, दे आर इंटाइटल्ड, उनके पास राइट है कि वो सेफ और लीगल अबॉर्शन करवा सकती हैं. और अगर 24 वीक्स तक का भी अबॉर्शन है, दैट ऑल्सो दे कैन डू, चाहे वो मैरिड हो चाहे मैरिड नहीं हो. Okay. Now, when we talk about Supreme Court's verdict, Supreme Court also added that the rights of reproductive autonomy. What do you mean by autonomy? Autonomy मतलब जहाँ आपके हाथ में बात होती है, जहाँ आपके कंट्रोल में है डिसीजन, मतलब जहाँ पर आप अपने मन से, अपनी इच्छा से, अपने हिसाब से डिसीजन ले सकते हो, वो पावर. राइट्स ऑफ रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑटोनॉमी, आपके रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑटोनॉमी राइट्स जो है महिलाओं की, एंड डिग्निटी एंड प्राइवेसी अंडर आर्टिकल 21 gives an unmarried woman the right of choice on whether or not to bear a child on a similar footing of a married woman. मतलब जो शादीशुदा नहीं है महिलाएं, उनके पास भी यही राइट है जैसे मैरिड वुमेन के पास होती है कि हम बच्चा बियर करें या बच्चे को अबॉर्ट करा दे. ये राइट उस महिला की है, उसकी डिग्निटी के बेसिस पे, उसकी प्राइवेसी के बेसिस पे, उसके पास अपने रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑटोनॉमी है. ठीक है, अंडर आर्टिकल 21. सो आर्टिकल भी याद रखिएगा, दिस इज ऑल्सो इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर प्रीलिम्स. When we talk about the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act 1971, it prohibited the unmarried women कि 20 to 24 weeks की pregnancy है तो आप abortion नहीं करा सकते, पर अगर करवाना भी है तो आपको registered डॉक्टर की मदद से ही करवाना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर ना ये, और उसमें भी काफी सारे झंझट थे, करवाती तो थी महिलाएं तब भी, बट काफी झंझटे थे, इलीगल बोला जाता था, इट वॉज कॉल्ड इलीगल. बट नाउ सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज taken down this particular act and said कि even unmarried women have the same right as that of the married women. ऐसा नहीं कि unmarried women करा रही हैं abortion तो वो illegal है, they have the right. And even अगर abortion नहीं कराना, they have the right to keep the baby also. ठीक है, they will be considered same, ऐसा कोई difference नहीं है. Alright, this was the one aspect of this judgment. Now what about the second aspect? Supreme Court also said that sexual assault by a man of his wife can take the form of rape. अगर एक आदमी अपनी वाइफ के साथ सेक्सुअल असॉल्ट करता है तो वो भी रेप की कैटेगरी में आ सकता है. Supreme Court has said this in a very significant judicial recognition of marital rape. Marital rape के ऊपर काफी चर्चा होती आई है. Now in UPSC 2023 का examination ना, you can expect a question in paper 2 social justice के अंदर. You can expect a question on marital rape also. Even you can expect a topic in your essay paper. So you have to study this Supreme Court judgment very very seriously today. आज बहुत सीरियसली इस जजमेंट को पढ़ के समझना है एंड मेंटेन अ सेपरेट रजिस्टर फॉर ऑल द इंपॉर्टेंट लैंडमार्क जजमेंट्स ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट सो दैट यू कैन रिवाइज इट बिफोर योर मेंस का एग्जामिनेशन. ओके, सो सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज सेड दैट द सेक्सुअल असॉल्ट बाय अ मैन ऑफ हिज वाइफ कैन आल्सो टेक द फॉर्म ऑफ रेप. Okay, in the context of marital rape, he said, the court said this. And the court said that this particular line or statement was said by the court in a judgment on single women's right to abortion only. So it is not a separate judgment. इसी judgment में जो abortion rights वाला है ना, इसी के अंदर ये सारी चीजें added हैं. Supreme Court said that state has a positive obligation under Article 21. So here again underline कि state का भी responsibility है under Article 21. ये make sure करना कि उनके area में जितने भी individual हैं उनकी reproductive health और उनकी right to health को protect किया जाए. State also has the obligation. This is important for prelims also. Okay. Now Supreme Court also said a very important line. Supreme Court said that married women may also form part of the class of survivors of sexual assault or rape. We would be remiss in not recognizing that intimate partner violence is a reality. It can also take the form of it can also take the form of rape. And Supreme Court also stated that the misconception that strangers are exclusively or almost exclusively responsible for sex and gender-based violence, it is a very deeply regrettable one. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये भी कहा कि ऐसा नहीं है कि बस स्ट्रेंजर, एक्सक्लूसिवली स्ट्रेंजर ही रेप से एसोसिएटेड होते हैं. इवन इंटीमेट पार्टनर वायलेंस भी रेप का फॉर्म ले सकता है. तो ये बहुत ही माइंड ओपनिंग एंड बहुत ही वेलकमिंग जजमेंट है सुप्रीम कोर्ट के द्वारा. It has opened up the mind of the society. It has reflected that now society is opening up on these topics also. Society is mature enough to handle these topics also and to face them. Okay, and even the Supreme Court also is basically reflecting its opened up and broad-minded approach towards these issues. So here judges also held that to avail the benefit of Rule 3B subsection A for abortions between 20 and 24 weeks, women need not necessarily seek recourse to formal legal proceedings. Earlier in the MTP Act, the women had to undergo the formal legal proceedings. She had to prove the allegation of sexual assault or rape or incest. She has to file the FIR and to prove the claim, and only then the abortion will be approved. तब तक तो time भी निकल जाता था. But now Supreme Court has said all these conditions are removed. Now you can simply approach the registered doctor and you can abort the child अगर आप अपने reproductive autonomy का use करना चाहते हो. All these conditions, these legalities are all now removed. Okay. And finally, this decision of Supreme Court has been widely hailed and celebrated by women's rights activists, terming it as a very progressive step. So this was this article all about. So please take a cutout of this article and in your separate register on Supreme Court की landmark judgments, please tick that article and summarize it. Okay, all the major points, summarize it. The next very important article exactly ये page 1 के ऊपर अंदर है, ठीक है. UNESCO list 50 iconic Indian textiles. So UNESCO has released a list of 50 exclusive and iconic heritage textile crafts of the country. Now first one is Toda embroidery and Sungadi. This is Toda embroidery and this is Sungadi sari. Okay, this both of them belong to Tamil Nadu. You have to remember from which area or which part of the state these items or these list of iconic heritage based crafts they belong to. तो ये ना textiles की category में आते हैं both of them. Both of them fall in the category of textiles and they are from Tamil Nadu. Then we have the Himru shawl. This is from Hyderabad. ये आप देख रहे हो पिक्चर में, ये हिमरू शॉल है and it's from Hyderabad. Okay, so Toda embroidery, this kind of design work, and Sungadi sarees, they are from Tamil Nadu. Himru shawls are from Hyderabad. Then we have Bandha tie and dye. This is this one over here. It is from Sambalpur, which is in Odisha. they have made the cut into the list of UNESCO. तो ये कुछ आर्टिकल्स हैं, आर्टिक्राफ्ट्स हैं जिन्होंने यूनेस्को में अपनी प्लेस सिक्योर किया है. You have to remember from which place they belong to. You will be given the name of these crafts and the name of the state. Then they will ask you which one of them is correctly matched. Okay. Then there are other iconic handcrafted textiles which have been documented from North India. Ab they belong to North India in the UNESCO list. So these are खेस, this is खेस from पानीपत, ये भी textiles ही हैं. चंबा रुमाल, रुमाल मतलब जो handkerchief होता है, from हिमाचल प्रदेश, this one. थिग्मा और wool tie and dye, this is from Ladakh. And Awadh Jamdani, these are kind of embroideries which are done in sarees, they are from Varanasi. तो ये पॉइंट्स आपको यहाँ पर याद रखने हैं. द टेक्सटाइल्स एंड वेयर दे हैव बीन डॉक्यूमेंटेड फ्रॉम. Then these are some of the textiles which from South India which have been listed in the UNESCO का list. यहाँ पर ये South India से हैं, ठीक है. एक इलकाल and लंबादी और बंजारा embroidery, these two are from Karnataka. Then Sikalnaya Kanpet Kalamkari, it is from Thanjavur. Kunbi weaves are from Goa. Mashru weaves and Patola are from Gujarat. Himru is from Maharashtra. तो ये जो चीजें हैं, एक और all of them have been listed in the 50 iconic textiles in the UNESCO का list. There is also another one which has been added. Textile की category में ही है वो भी. The name is, write it down, Garad Koiriyal. This is from West Bengal. So maintain a register, separate rich copy for art and culture के लिए, and here you can create this list. जो भी हमने यहाँ पर textiles and states discuss किए हैं, you can write them down. Before we move ahead, here's a small announcement for all of you. We are starting a new batch, 6 days ethics mega crash course for UPSC 2023 and 24 के students, wherein we will be covering the basics of ethics. हम basics cover करेंगे. We'll be covering the core concepts of ethics. We'll be covering the crucial topics which have been again and again asked in the previous year question papers. We'll be discussing the last 6 years के previous year question paper. We'll be covering 10 most important case studies, and there will be 12 mock tests in total which you will have to solve, and we'll be checking your answer sheets as well. So we'll help you develop your answer writing skills in the ethics paper 4 mains ka, and we'll be covering all the basics and more core based concepts and crucial topics from the ethics ka paper, including the case studies also. The price is just ₹600. सिर्फ 600 रुपए का प्राइस है. 6 days का कोर्स है. It will start from 15th of October. 15th October, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th and 20. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर ये 6 days के कोर्स में आपको 6 दिन में कोर जो एथिक्स का है उससे अच्छे से ब्रीफ करवा दिया जाएगा. Plus your answer writing ability in ethics paper will also, the foundation will also be laid down. So if you are interested in this batch, the enrollments are open only till 13th of October 2022. उसके बाद enrollments will not be accepted. So if you are ready to enroll in this batch, you can mail us at this email ID, upscwithease@gmail.com. तो ये हमारी मेल आईडी है. इस पर अगर आप इंटरेस्टेड हो, you can mail your name. This is the format in which you have to send your mail. Name, आपका नाम, and then I am interested and your attempt. Your attempt will be in 2023 or 24. वो आप लिखोगे, and your medium of language, English. Okay, because this batch will be, the answer that you have to write will be in English only. Lectures that we will provide you will be bilingual. Okay, that means 85% English and rest 15% Hindi. But the right medium of writing, the mock test or the notes that you will be given, that will be in English only. Okay, तो ये आप हमें मेल कर सकते हो इस email ID पे if you are interested to enroll in this batch. Now on page number 12 we have this editorial, the Draft Telecommunication Bill 2022. This is important for prelims also and paper 3 also. India का telecom sector is involved. So let us understand this draft telecommunication bill. It is not a final bill, it's in draft stage. Okay. Now this bill has been released, this draft bill has been released by the Department of Telecommunications to regulate the internet based OTT. The OTT telecom services. OTT means the Amazon Prime, Hotstar, Netflix. These are OTT over the top telecom service providers. Now let us understand the key highlights of this bill. इसके important highlights क्या हैं? First highlight is that this draft bill, write it down, it consolidates three separate acts. तीन अलग अलग acts हैं जिनको ये bill consolidate करता है, एक साथ लाता है. These three separate acts are currently governing the telecommunication sector. Which are these three separate acts? ठीक है, कौन कौन से हैं ये acts, ये देख लेते हैं. First act is, write it down, the Indian Telegraph Act of 1885. Okay, this is the first act. Second is the Indian Wireless Telegraphy Act. The Indian Wireless Telegraphy Act of 1933. And the third act, which governs the telecommunication sector is the Telegraph. It is the Telegraph Wires Unlawful Protection Act of 1950. These are the three acts which currently govern India's telegraph, the telecommunication sector. But because these acts are very old now, बहुत ज़्यादा पुराने हो गए हैं, so obviously with the changing times we need to change our acts also. That is why this draft bill has been created. And it has been kept forward for everyone to read it, understand it, pinpoint if there are any flaws or scope of improvement, and then finally it would be passed. In this, these three separate acts would be consolidated. Okay. Second important aspect of this act is that it will dilute the dilution of tri-power. So the Department of Telecommunications has also proposed to dilute some crucial powers and responsibilities of the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India on issuing new licenses to service providers. TRAI के पास कुछ powers होते हैं कि जो भी service providers हैं, OTT platform है, उनको licenses issue किए जाते हैं, तो ऐसी कुछ powers और responsibilities ले ली जाएंगी TRAI से. This also has been written in the Act. Now the third key aspect of this Act is the OTT regulation. The government has included internet-based OTT communication services. कौन-कौन सी services हैं? These are WhatsApp calls. जो आप WhatsApp पे video calls और normal voice calls करते हो, वो OTT services में आ गया है. ठीक है? The FaceTime, Apple के users FaceTime करते हैं, right? That is included. Google Meet होता है. Half of my meetings which I conduct, they are through Google Meets only. These now will be, termed under the telecom services. अब इनको telecom services के अंदर लाया गया है. Okay, it was long-standing demand by telecom operators. Now in this act, it has been written that ये जो WhatsApp calls, FaceTime, Google Meet वगैरह, Zoom Meet होता है, अब now they will be under the OTT regulation. जो भी whatever internet-based communication you are offering, that would be under OTT regulation. And then there will be a provision of refund. Please write it down. इसको भी लिख लो. Provision of refund. Okay, Telecom Ministry has proposed a provision for refund of fees in case a telecom or internet provider surrenders his license. मतलब telecom provider या internet provider ने अपना license वापस दे दिया है तो उनको refund भी मिलेगा. ठीक है? Point clear? These are different kind of key highlights of this particular act. ये आपको याद रखना है. Once it passes, we will study further. अच्छे से इसको एक बार ये pass हो जाता है, strong bill बन जाता है, then इसमें जो भी changes आए होंगे वो हम detail पे इसमें पढ़ेंगे. Alright, so this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. उम्मीद करती हूँ आपको ये lecture अच्छा लगा होगा. Within 20 minutes, we have summarized the most important articles of the Hindu newspaper today.